Okay, well, I just wanted to do a quick video here on the subject of um, how I learned that I'm an idiot. Uh, this came up yesterday, basically, um, because of a thing which they call borderless windowed mode. So I happened across this because on the other game that I play, Unreal Tournament 3, the other day, one of the regulars on that server, a guy by the name of Oldie, was telling us he set up a Discord channel and wanted everybody to get on it so we could get on a voice chat there and basically talk crap at each other. That was his idea. I kind of thought he had the idea that we'd have team channels, and communicate that way, but in the event when we actually got on there, it was all just one big group, so there was none of that. Anyway, at the time he was telling us about this, I wasn't really set up for that, because the thing about doing voice chat on Discord while you're gaming is, well, you got to have your microphone on for one thing, right? And the other thing is that if you're in a game like that and you're hoping to use team channels and the game's constantly switching you between teams every other match, that means you'd have to switch the team channel. Well, it would be nice if team channels were built into the game, but they're not. So that means that if you're using Discord for team chat, you gotta get out of the game, get into Discord, switch your channel, get back into the game, right? Well, I've always run that game in full windowed mode, and that means that if I do Alt Tab to get out of it or whatever, there's going to be a huge. The system's going to go ka-chunk ka-chunk while it switches from full screen graphics mode to desktop mode there, and then it's going to do the same thing on the way back in. And if I happen to be trying to record a video at the time, which I tend to be doing, the shitty piece of AverMedia Rec Central software I use to capture this stuff off their hardware card loses. Hang on a second. Yeah, what do you want? Do what? What? Oh, hey. No, 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 no. If you make that shit, if you make that stuff, that corned beef shit, yeah, you can have half of it. Don't put no potatoes or carrots in the other half, though. But put whatever you want in the half you're gonna eat. Oh, I don't care. It don't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, do it the same way. That's cool. What? Hold on a second. What? Yeah, they were decent. All right. Sorry about that. I had business to discuss. Where was I? Oh yeah. Unreal Tournament 3, team channels, Discord. Yeah. If I use Alt F4 to get out of full screen mode on a game, and I got this stupid recorder running, the recorder will it'll continue to record, but after that mode switch, it will lose track of the sound tracking. It will lose this. The sound will get out of sync, and it will not go back into sync, and that's it. You know, so that was an issue. So I was sitting there thinking about that, and having being an idiot, having no clue what borderless windowed mode is. Never heard of it, amazingly. If you've been doing shit like this for any length of time, you probably know all about it. But anyway, I was thinking things like, well, does Discord have hotkeys that I could use to switch the audio channel without getting out of the game? Could I use auto hotkey to make hotkeys to do that somehow without leaving the game, right? You know? And none of that seemed to work out too well. So then I was over here looking at Elite Dangerous and screwing around and looking through the config screens, and I was looking at this screen in particular, and I see these options here for display mode. They got borderless windowed. They got borderless, they got full screen, and they got windowed. So that made me curious, because I know what full screen is. I know what windowed is. What the fuck is borderless? So, well, of course, Google knows everything. I was able to Google it, and soon discovered that it was just what you think it is. It's a way that you can actually switch around between all your freaking programs that you have running, and the desktop too if you want. And this will allow you to get in and out of the game without suffering one of these mode switches. It's all Windows mode. And I've read people claim that Elite Dangerous runs better in Borderless too. I haven't checked to look, but it runs fine. That's all I care. So anyway, I switched that to that, and now I can do all kinds of crazy shit in Elite Dangerous that I used to have to do on the other computer, where anyone on these recordings can't see them, of course, quite easily. Unreal Tournament 3 does not actually doesn't really support borderless Windows mode, which is a little unusual in a game these days, I gather. But there is a cheesy little piece of free software out there, the name of which I forget. I believe it's just called Borderless Windows, which I found on a YouTube video, which can force games like that to get into borderless mode. And yeah, so I can do the same with that, although it doesn't work perfectly. I usually have to make a couple of attempts, restart the game and activate borderless Windows again a couple of times before it'll actually pop into it. But once it does, then I'm all set, and I can just go from there. If I don't run out of steam on this, maybe I'll demonstrate that. But anyway, it's very useful in this game, I find, because well, it does save me from
incoming message.
Does save me from doing stuff in the other game. But when I'm doing stuff like this being mainly my favorite activity, well, the only one I really get into if I have any spare time, which is just scanning ring systems. In this case, I'm being doubly an idiot, because the reason I'm doing it is because I'm mining methanol, monohydrate, and osmium. I decided I wanted to do a couple of these stupid little mining missions, mainly just for the materials, like the modified embedded firmware and the one they all have, which is this one's just biotech conductors. Yeah, there you go. And so far, I got through the osmium pretty quick. the methanol monohydrate are giving me a kind of a problem. I picked up 2 of those, so I need about another 30 units of that. And they're not as easy to find as I thought they would be. The osmium I found pretty quick. So anyway, I just got done scanning this thing. Or did I? I might have to scan it again. Oh right, yeah, I'm not in yeah, let me get into my mode here.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Ah, there we are. So I scanned this thing a little while ago, and the hotspots should show up here shortly. What I've been wondering here the last few minutes is, does methanol monohydrate have hotspots of its own? I don't remember ever seeing them. But you know, like every other idiot out here, I've been scanning these rings for a month or 2 or 3, and the only thing I ever look out for is, of course, the ice diamonds, right? I don't pay any attention. I mean, I know I see alexandrite and some of those other ones from time to time, but I just saw a liquid oxygen hotspot a few minutes ago. So I started wondering, well, does methanol monohydrate ever show up as one of these fuckers? Maybe it does. I don't remember ever seeing it. But, you know, now that I'm in this great mode here, I can simply enough just get over here and get into Google if I want to add that in there somewhere. Where the hell is Google? Oh, this is Google, of course. Yes. All right. And I'll just say elite, dangerous, hotspot types. List of possible types of hotspots. Hotspots. Yeah, there you go. Let's read together, shall we? If anyone knows. Yeah. Okay, that doesn't look very productive. Hotspots, core type description, mining hotspots, hotspot mechanic discussion thread, hotspot deleted. Hotspots. The wiki here might know. Location, notes. It doesn't tell you. Okay. Pulse wave. Nope. Okay, well, Google is useless. I see that now. Alright, well. Be that as it may. Yeah, there's nothing in here, of course. Ice diamond hotspots are, of course, totally useless unless they're triple. We know that. Not even worth your time to fly in there. We know that. Yep. That's one of the main criticisms I have about this game, or maybe of the people that play it, is that the way it is you know, with the amount of money you make for different activities varying so much, what you find is that, you know, the vast majority of players will get out here and they will completely ignore everything in the game except whatever activity it is this week or this month that makes them the most money, and that's the only thing they'll do, you know? So a while back it was those weird passenger missions, and then it became painite mining, double painite mining, and now it's these ice diamond things. Nobody wants to do anything else, you know? Well, you got the PvP motherfuckers, but we don't talk about them. Anyway. Yeah, so yeah. That's basically it. Beyond that, yeah, I'm trying to get these. So yeah, I decided to take these dumb mining missions just so I could have an excuse to scan a bunch of ring systems looking for this methanol monohydrate shit. And because these ring systems I find are a little bit, they're sort of interesting. I mean, I dream of getting out here and finding, you know, like the quadruple ice diamond spot or what the fuck ever. But so far, yeah, those are pretty rare. The one thing I did notice about these things is that these rings here have densities. You know, sometimes you fly into one. I've talked about this before on one of these videos. They have densities. Sometimes you fly into one of these rings and it's barely there. There's nothing there. You can't see nothing. Sometimes you get in there real thick, you know, which is probably what you want, although I don't know how much difference it actually makes. But anyway, oh, come on. Yeah, just settle down there. Okay, that's what we want. All right, but anyway, turns out they give you enough information over here to where you can calculate the density without actually having to spend your time over there flying over there to find out about it. This one I've already looked at. This one here, I have not. That one I've looked at. This one I have not looked at. That's an icy ring. And I just want to run the numbers and see what his density is. Which, if I did this about 100 times or 1,000 times, I'd probably be able to just sort of eyeball these and get an idea without having to go through this bullshit. But it's not hard to figure out. You just got to know the total mass and the inner radius of the ring, which is 142,639, and the outer radius of the ring, which is 277,474, and that tells you his density is 9.99 something or other, which is good. The density on these rings, the density on these rings ranges from you know, a little over 0 to a little over 10. They never go outside those bounds. So 9.99, that's about as dense as they get, really. So I'm going to fly over there and take a look at him before I get interdicted again. Because even, you know, of course, even when you're a couple hundred light years outside the bubble, in the middle of nowhere, with no settlements in sight in any direction, you're still going to get these random fucking pirates on your ass every 5 minutes, aren't you? Sure. It just makes logical sense. Of course they're going to hang out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, God. Well, this is going to take a while, isn't it? All right. I guess while I'm waiting, I can see how the coronavirus is doing. Well, I don't have that window up. Okay, I don't feel like playing with that right now. But yeah, this is a godsend. And it does let me play, and yeah, it does let me switch channels between Discord and all that, which is all I wanted to do. And then when we played last night, they didn't even use the team channels anyway. And I had to turn the volume of the game way down so I could hear them talking, because a game like that, it's a little louder than this one. Which I didn't really like that so much, because I like that game being loud. You know, it's sort of that's what makes it immersive. You know, when you're basically destroying your hearing with it. Basically, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Maybe I'll put the name of that program in the below the video. You know, that would be a good thing to do, because if anyone else that plays that game is interested, that would be a good program to use, or one like it, so they can do that. Because if they wanted to use that Discord, and I kind of hope they do, it'd be nice if we could get some team channels going. They're kind of gonna need some kind of hack like that, because that game, you do not have borderless Windows mode in it out of the box. It'll do it, but you have to get something, use something else to force it. You know, now that I'm here, this ring doesn't look all that thick, does it? He's looking kind of wispy and translucent. But maybe the sunlight's just not on it. Or maybe I typed those numbers in wrong. That could be too. Come on. I don't want to fly in there too fast because some of these planets have some pretty strong gravity. You get up in there close and you start having to do loop arounds because you're going too fast with the gravity and everything. That really does look insubstantial, doesn't it? Yeah, there's probably absolutely nothing in it too, I'm sure. I enjoy doing this, but it is frustrating because, you know, when you're looking for all that super deluxe high dollar bullshit, that shit is rare.
Surface scan complete.
I mean, this is much more typical, or even nothing, you know. That one system with Boran, that's the only triple ice diamond spot I've seen around here. There is one other that I know about, but it's a long fucking way away. You're not getting there. You're not getting there in an hour. No, not until those fleet carriers turn up. Well, anyway, whatever that stuff is, I'm pretty sure it's not methanol monohydrate. It's low temperature diamonds, of course it is. Yeah, that's annoying. Well, let me go down there. I can usually get some. Random methanol monohydrate pretty much anywhere. I could pretty much go anywhere in this ring and find at least some. It's just not typically the 15 or 20% ones that I'd like to be able to find, which I'd probably need to be in a hotspot to turn up. It's probably not a real good idea to be in a hotspot for some other resource like this either, because I think that tends to interfere with you finding the, I don't know. I have no clue what I'm talking about. Maybe you can tell. Well, let's see. Let me find a nice, vibrant yellow ring here to get into. Oh, that one looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah, I like that one. Okay. Oh, I want the one, that one's thicker. Yeah, I like that one better. Okay. Okay. Anytime now. I have to wait for the inevitable pirate to show up and try to scan me. No point running, because he'll just turn up anyway. And of course he'll try to scan me and try to attack me for my shit, even though the shit in my hold is basically worthless. Yeah. I picked up some bromelite there because it's not on the ignore list, and what the hell, I might as well make a few extra bucks, of course. Oh, there he is. Yep. remember a few months ago when I was doing this, I would when these pirates would show up, I would outrun them a little bit, and then I would execute this long curving maneuver here, with the idea being that they would fly off in the direction they'd last seen me going, and then pass me by and leave me alone. And that seemed like it was working there for a while, but it was probably just me being lucky, because basically these fuckers, they just turn up at random intervals. It doesn't matter what you do. It's annoying as hell. This mining ship, I actually outfitted it with torpedoes. I decided, well, you know, I'm only gonna use mining lasers on this one. I don't care about cores or any of the other crap. I'm just gonna mine, and I'll use the other two mounts for some kind of weapon, so I can shoot these stupid pirates down because they piss me off. And I decide, well, what about torpedoes? I could give them a try. Torpedoes are fucking worthless. I've got two torpedo pylons. They're both engineered. The one on the main one is engineered as a shield buster. The other one is the one that rips out the systems and all that crap. Both of them engineered. I got two pylons. I got a total of 4 shots. I decided to take out a fucking Imperial Eagle, and it took me 3 of those shots to kill him. It's worthless. Completely worthless. You know, if I could synthesize these torpedoes, it might be more worthwhile. But I can't synthesize them. So yeah. I'm out here 200 light years away from nowhere. You know, I'm not going to fly off to find some place with restock just to do these stupid torpedoes. I don't know. You know, there is no good option with well, I guess I could just put a couple of them chain guns on there or something. I mean, that would be better than this probably, you know, or just anything really, or just mines. You know, what the fuck ever, man. Mines is probably as good as it gets. Well, let me look around here a little bit. And yeah, I don't mine correctly. I'm not gonna. I am out here in the middle of nowhere. I am out here in the middle of nowhere, so I'm not going to fire prospectors there, especially when I'm not in a designated hotspot, because I don't want to have to run back and refill on those things, and I don't want to have to blow all my resources synthesizing. So yeah, what I do is I just go along here, lasering rocks at random. There. And as soon as something pops out that's not on my ignore list, in this case it's the methanol monohydrate there. I'm going to get a collector out there.
Programming the input drone.
And hopefully he'll get the correct one.
Cargo scoop deployed.
And then I'm going to look at this, look at the refinery here. I'm currently at 83% on methanol monohydrate. When he loads this thing, that'll go up to 85%. I gained a big 2%. I am not going to waste my time on this rock. That's pretty typical out here. Let me fixate on that hotspot. Yeah, I'll just fly off in that direction. bet he
Cargo
went.
scoop retracted.
I hope he didn't go after that bromolite. He probably did. No, I don't think he did. I guess if I pick up an ice diamond out here or two, that wouldn't be bad either. But yeah, I'm mainly just doing this for the materials and to kill time. Yeah, it's a good way to kill time. I feel like I should play this game and do this stuff even if it doesn't pay like the other stuff, because otherwise, what the hell am I here for? What did that go for? 85 to 91? Yeah, that's fucking miserable. Yeah, this thing, if I put a prospector in it, what is that, about 6%? It might have 8 or 9% in it. When you pick up these rocks, they don't all have the same percentage in them, but it's going to be in that range, you know. It's like, let me fire a prospect just to see what turns up. You're not going to have a 30% rock when you pick up a random one and it's 6%.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Yeah, 9%. Well, that's that's about par for the course.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
Oh yeah.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
And obviously this ship is not set up real and totally well, because I can't run these lasers continuously. The other mining python I have, I can, but this one,
Asteroid depleted.
this one's got a bunch of A-grade components and a prismatic shield and shit like that, and it wasn't really set up to spare power and heat and all that crap. So I do have to be a little more intermittent with the lasers on this one. It doesn't really make any difference. I mean, I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm not in a group or anything like that, so it doesn't matter. I can only run 5 collectors, and they can't pick them up as fast as I can get them out of there anyways. Yeah. I'm thinking if I want to be serious about doing this stuff this way, I should probably start making notes about all the hotspots that I see, because you saw me make a Google attempt there. I did. There may well be a resource out there somewhere, maybe an EDDB or one of those other places, that will actually give you a comprehensive list of all the hotspots out. You know, not where they are necessarily, but what kind of hotspots there are, you know, because I don't know that every resource out there has its own hotspots or not. I haven't really been paying attention, because like everybody else, all I do is look at the stuff that makes the most money. And that's resource I don't need. Okay. I do have a pulse wave analyzer. I guess I can use that a little bit. I don't mess with it much on these kind of things because it's not really that useful. Because just because these rocks are glowing, that doesn't tell you what's in them. But I like to use that as a starting point. It'd be more useful if I had the seismic mines, if I was set up for deep mine, for core mining and deep deposits and surface deposits, because I don't have an abrasion blaster, I don't have a seismic. So ditched all that shit just so I can have another mining laser and these two stupid torpedoes. It was fun shooting that guy down, but it's kind of pointless if that's... Fucking bromolite. Oh my god. You know what is easy to find is fucking bromolite. That shit is everywhere. Maybe I'm just getting lucky with it.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Let's just carve it, right?
Cargo scoop retracted.
That's the stuff.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Okay, I'm at 97% on that. Let me see what happens now. $101. Okay, lovely. That's worthless. When I get those low percentages, I just like to blast the rock and get whatever trivial amount is in there without the prospector. When you don't use the prospector, you get some small percentage of the yield you normally get. But rather than just keep flying. Oh, which one is that? Rather than just keep flying, I just laser it without a prospector, just to give these fucking limpets something to do while I'm continuing to look. I'm at 16%. I'm not sure if that guy's got methanol mud. Yeah, he did not. And that was 2%. Yeah, that's worthless. Okay, I'm out of here. I understand the sense of just firing prospectors everywhere, but it works better if you're like in a triple hotspot, you know? Or if you're somewhere where it's a real short trip to get somewhere to a restock where you can get more of them, you know, then it doesn't matter, you know, but that's not pretty much not where I am. I don't even know which rock I just shot at.
Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch. Cargo scoop deployed.
Okay, well. That looks worthless too, but I wasn't really keeping track there, so.
Programming limpet drone.
Let me go ahead and waste one.
Prospector limpet engaged.
That is completely worthless.
Asteroid scan complete.
Oh, let me fire another one
Programming
here and see
limpet
what that
drone.
gets me.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Yeah, see, I mean, I'm really hoping...
Asteroid scan complete.
I'm really hoping
Cargo
it
scoop
turns out...
retracted.
I'm I'm really hoping it turns out that all these resources have their own little hotspots, and then I just don't remember ever seeing one. Because I've looked at a lot of hotspots. I don't remember ever seeing a methanol monohydrate hotspot. But I don't know if they're out there or not. It would be nice if they were. Then I'd have to make notes of where they are so I could take these specific missions. Have some idea of where to go. Yeah, let me go ahead and try him. Just what the hell. Get lucky. This could be good, because he was glowing, and he's got the stuff I'm actually looking for. So maybe I'll get lucky here. 26.
Collector limpet expired. Cargo scoop deployed.
Come on, get it together. Ah, yeah. See, I mean that's just ridiculous. Oh wait, did I put a prospector in that one, didn't I? Yeah, I'm not wasting my time on that shit. I'll be there all day. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta let those fuckers catch up. Otherwise they'll just blow up out there. Fine.
Cargo scoop retracted.
That on the ignore list. I'm sick to death. Of course, he's still gonna load it.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
I feel like I have enough room.
Expired.
Oh, and here comes that jerk. Okay.
Collector limpet expired.
Well, I feel like I answered my question. I mean, you notice I haven't even seen any ice diamonds out here either. And I'm in an ice diamond hotspot. There's nothing. That's why people go for these double and triple hotspots, man. I've still got a couple rings here to scan on this system. This one I don't think I've looked at yet. What is he? 160, 755, 367, 936, 76968, 122, 561, 5.62. You know, yeah, not the thickest string in the world, but some of these ones with the lower densities, I've had better luck. I feel like I've had better luck finding hotspots on them, so maybe I should go take a look at him. I might as well. That's what I'm here for, really, is to scan these things. That's what I've been doing.
Not comply.
All right. Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't think I should be going this way. Yeah, you might want to alter that course. How long have I been doing this stupid video? 47 minutes. That's, yeah. I'm gonna cut this short because I get tired of having to listen to Stellar Drone here. And that's the only music I can play in the background if I'm recording something I intend to post. I'm not gonna put nothing copyrighted out there. No, don't think so. Although I'd love to. Usually, there's this YouTube channel called Cosmic Leaf, and he has a stream that he plays. And when it's working, I really love to listen to that while I'm playing. I mean, I don't know where. I think this is music from like Greece or Soviet Russia or someplace, you know, or someplace a lot like Soviet Russia, I'm sure. A lot like Soviet Russia used to be, no doubt. Pay attention. Oh, stop. But damn if they don't have some good music there, and it's very appropriate. Well, good music in the sense that it's appropriate for this game. It's not the greatest music I ever heard in the world in terms of, I don't know. It's better than I can make, let's put it that way. Alright. I really need to pay attention. Come on. Where is it? Oh, there we go. But it's like it was made for this game, man. That's what I like about it. A lot of it. Well, a lot of that goofy fucking, what do they call it?
Surface scan complete.
A lot of that goofy electronic music works well with this game. Makes good background noise while I'm doing this. Stellar Drone works too, but, you know, it's nice to hear something else. Well, what do we got here? Void opals, yep. Low temperature dye. Alexandrite. Yeah, this is typically what I see. These are the things I remember seeing. Yeah. This is typically what I get out of these rings. Maybe I'll try the next one out. There should be one more. There is one more out here. Yeah, I mean, I could just go down in there at random, at any spot in there outside of a hot spot, and probably do better. But prefer to have a thicker ring if I'm going to do that. What's this one? Yeah, he looks like, I don't know. I'm trying to guess from just looking at the numbers. I don't trust myself. I got to type them in. 8.6. Well, it could be worse. I'll go ahead and scan him and see what turns up. Oh, he's a good long way out there, too. Come on. Well, let's see what the coronavirus is up to. Let's see here. You got 3.4 million cases worldwide. 246,047. Yep. Doing good. U.S. 1.1. Should I be paying attention? No, I'm good. All right. There we go. Daily cases. Look at that. You notice how it spikes? The daily cases spike every fucking weekend. That's weird. I think I know why, though. That's when people have time to go to the doctor. That's when they find out they have that shit. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the methanol monohydrate was going to be easier than the osmium, but it turned out exactly the opposite. I got through that osmium in about half an hour. Well, it was probably more like an hour. I bet there's nothing here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Surface scan
Yeah.
complete.
That's beautiful. Okay. Void opals. Completely useless. I can't even mine them in this ship. That's all of them, isn't it? Well, I'm going to fly down there and see if I can find a few. Why is my throttle not working? Oh, right, that's why. There we go. Find a nice thick ring here. I have no idea if the colors of these rings makes any difference or not, but I like to go for the nice thickly colored ones all the same. Just in case. Because you never know with this fucking game. There's so much bullshit in here that is not documented at all. Oh, let me see. I guess that one over there. This one seems to have a nicer shade. Yeah, I better go for this one. Ooh, that one's really nice, isn't it? Yeah, let me do him. Oh, yeah. That's a lovely shade of blue-gray or whatever it is. You know, the torpedoes are fun, but you just don't get enough of them. If I could synthesize the damn things, I'd probably just leave it with that. But as it is, yeah, I'm probably just going to go back to no weapons or I don't know. I don't want to use a railgun or some shit like that because it heats everything up and it's too much like working. You expect me to aim? Oh my god. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's typical. It pretty much has to be methanol monohydrate at this point.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
There you go. 30%. Now that's much more like it.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid depleted. Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch. Cargo scoop deployed. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Okay, well I'm going to hang around in this ring for a little while and see if I can finish out this mission anyway. And that's about all I had to say on here, and that's an hour long worth of fucking video, so I'm sure that's more than anybody's interested in watching anyhow. So I'll leave it at that, and have a good day.
Cargo scoop retracted.